Hello everyone and welcome to StarCraft 2 England. We've got another really good game here coming in from LiquidHerO's replay pack. It is versus IMNesTea, so this should be an absolutely fantastic game. Two really top players. Obviously played each other quite a few times before, and it is on Tal'Darim Altar, so it's a really big, nice macro map, so hopefully this should be a good game. Now, contrary to what I usually do, whenever I cast a replay, I very quickly watch it through, usually on ×4 speed, ×8, just to get a rough idea of what's going to go on in the game. But I'm actually pushed for time at the moment, so I'm going to be doing this one as and when it happens, so do bear with me if I miss anything. We have actually got a temple coming out for IMNesTea, which again isn't too unusual. It's a fairly standard build. I mean, probably going to be putting on some ling pressure to punish this forward fast expand, which is going to be going down, so there's not going to be a wall off in time. And obviously this Overlord, I think IMNesTea should be able to work out that LiquidHerO is in the top left now, because I don't think you can get it from any other position. I don't think you can get it from the bottom left over to there in time, so we'll wait and see, but it should be able to do it. But of course LiquidHerO has now seen this temple, he knows what's coming out, so he will drop the forge. But again, this is quite a large area to try and wall off, so it'll be interesting to see. There is 6 lings straight away coming out, and a bit of micro on the workers here just to try and keep this probe away. But obviously LiquidHerO is now fully aware of what's coming in. He's probably seen those 6 lings pop. He won't see them pop, but he will know they're there. And actually this probe timing's a bit strange. He's not going to see those lings come out, so I don't think he even knows for sure if it's going to be there. Obviously the cannon is going to come down, and actually no, IMNesTea's going to go the wrong way, so again this is going to make a massive amount of difference. If he'd gone over here, he could have run those lings straight in without much problem at all, but this is really unfortunate for IMNesTea. I mean, since he's gone to the wrong position now, those lings are going to do absolutely nothing. I mean, I would almost guarantee that these lings will go over to the bottom left position next, so he knows there's not going to be anything there. The second photon cannon is already down in the mineral line, so there's actually going to be pretty much no damage. A third photon cannon down. These lings are going to do absolutely nothing. Although, to the same extent, those lings would have cost IMNesTea 150 minerals, and it's already forced him to throw down a cannon in his main and a second cannon at the front, which is quite an investment. It's 300 minerals, so you could argue it's worth it, but I don't think they're actually going to be able to get in at all. No, and that's just going to turn around straight away now. That Overlord's going to see that there isn't a Nexus down yet, but this probe is doing a lovely job of blocking IMNesTea's expansion. Now IMNesTea has gone pure drones now. He has got his queen out. The second queen is on the way, so that inject will be able to get down. Most probably, I'm not sure if he's actually going to pull this queen back to uninject, or if he's just going to go for the creep tumor. No, he's going to do the creep tumor. The lings are going to punish that probe, so that probe is going to go to little probey heaven, which means the expansion can now go down for IMNesTea. For LiquidHerO, he's getting his gateway down, getting his Nexus down, everything's all fairly standard, getting both gases. I mean, LiquidHerO is actually in quite a good position, and that temple actually did delay the Nexus quite a lot. I mean, if we actually go to the building tab, the LiquidHerO's expansion isn't going to be as much of an advantage as you think. And obviously, with these rocks being taken down by the lings now, there is probably going to be a third base coming out nice and quickly for IMNesTea. Again, just joining up these bases, going to try and take out that probe, which does actually go down, so no more scouting information. IMNesTea has got an awful lot of drones. He's going extremely mineral heavy, no gases at the moment. He knows there's not going to be any pressure from LiquidHerO for quite a while, purely because he has so many cannons out. He knows that Nexus is only just coming down. He knows he's not got anything to worry about for the immediate future, so pardon me, he can just focus on getting drones, getting this third base out, getting absolute maximum minerals he can. The drones are going to transfer down now. The Overlord position here is absolutely lovely. Until that cybernetics core comes down, there's nothing LiquidHerO can do about it, so IMNesTea is completely aware of any form of kind of Stargate pressure, Dark Templar, anything unusual that could possibly be coming down to try and do it. But he also knows, again, there's only one gateway, so there's literally no pressure going to be coming on. So that basically means the IMNesTea can drone and drone and drone. Has got both gases in his main now and a third gas at his natural. Injects are, as always, pretty much perfect, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And the rocks have now been cleared, so I would say it's only a matter of seconds until he does pull a drone over to go and build that third base. Although, having said that, he's going lair, so the lair is actually going to come out first. He's getting speed as well. Now, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting that another gas, so I mean, I must say, I'm quite curious what IMNesTea is planning on doing here. There is a Stargate on its way down, and that hasn't been scouted, so that lair timing will actually pay off very well. I mean, if we have a quick look at the vision tab, no, he has no idea that there is a Stargate there, so going for the lair, going to pay off. I mean, it will mean that he can get down Hydralisks if he urgently needs to get some defense, or much more likely he'll go into Mutalisks, because clearly Mutalisks are fantastic in PvZ at the moment, so it'll be fun to see how LiquidHerO deals with them. Again, I mentioned the snipe changes in my last LiquidHerO replay, that in the next patch, snipe is being reduced its damage to do plus psionic damage and a lot less to anything else, but also the Phoenix is getting a range upgrade in the... Oh, just missed that overloading stuff. Yeah, the Phoenix is getting a range upgrade from the Fleet Beacon to help better deal with the Mutalisk play. And there is some Phoenix coming out. The Void Ray, which I'm now apparently lost. Luckily, though, he has got it hotkeyed. Yeah, this Void Ray is going to be coming out. And there is now a third base coming out down here. Now, if anyone saw the Day 9 daily for Roach ZVP, there was a bit of discussion about kind of placing your bases as a Zerg, and how actually on a map like this, if you're going for Mutalisk play, you're kind of going for a very, very mobile army which is able to strike all over the place. So by building this base a mile away, it means that if the Protoss army does want to come and try and take it out, it is so far away from his main base that those Mutalisks can just swing in and do a lot of damage. So either way, spreading out is quite good. I mean, nothing else is going to be coming down. These two Overlords are probably unfortunately going to die. There's some pylons spread out nicely by LiquidHerO. Some creep spread down here which will prevent any form of expansion coming out anytime soon from LiquidHerO. But taking out those two Overlords has supply blocked IMNesTea temporarily, although there's a lot of Mutalisks coming out now. If you have a look, he's already got 9 out with 2 more on the way, so he's going to be up to 11 Mutalisks with +1. So from the looks of things, there's only a couple of cannons actually in place. Blink is nowhere near ready. There is some more Phoenixes coming out, but to be honest, with this many Mutalisks, there could be some problems for LiquidHerO at the moment, and especially when that +1 gets done. And if he keeps pumping out these Mutalisks as he is at the moment, then, I mean, he's going to have to find a very quick solution. And a Templar Archives is a good solution to Mutalisks. Obviously, Archons don't have great range, but they do splash to air. So any clumped up Mutalisks will take really heavy damage from Archons. Now, obviously, Blink as well, fantastic. Also, Blink is kind of a staple of any Stalker play in Z versus P, but categorically, if he knows the Spire's already down, Broodlords are probably going to be the tier 3 tech, so having Blink is essential to dealing with Broodlords. Now, the Templar Archives are finishing up now. We've got +2 ground weapons on their way. He has already got +1 armour and +1 weapons. The upgrade for IMNesTea, if I can find it, I mean, no, he's got no ground upgrades at all. He has got +1 about to finish up, so we'll wait and see. But, I mean, obviously, there is going to be an upgrade advantage for LiquidHerO, which is always great. And there is a drone transfer coming down here now. Quite risky. I mean, if it is spotted, which I don't think it will be, it will give away the position of that base, which LiquidHerO has no clue about at the moment. But there is a Void Ray coming down, so the Void Ray could easily scout this. We've got +2 starting off straight away, and Storm is coming down now. Obviously, Storm against Mutalisks is fantastic if you get them off well. So, again, IMNesTea could be waiting a bit too long to start utilising those Mutalisks. I'm not quite sure his reasoning for not just trying to go and harass now. I mean, there is a lot of Phoenixes out, which could be kind of preventing him wanting to go any further. But he has got the +1 upgrades out now. But again, we'll wait and see. A Spine Crawler is coming down here. I mean, obviously, static defense, when you are this far away from any of your supporting units, is essential. The third base is coming down, about halfway down for LiquidHerO as well. We'll also take a look at what else LiquidHerO is doing. He's getting more Phoenix out. He's massing up these Phoenix, getting out this Storm and Templar from the Templar Archives. So there will be some big damage to the Mutalisks. And surprisingly, he's getting +1 missile attack. Now, as far as I'm aware, he has no Roaches and no Hydralisks. So that +1 range must be in anticipation for something. And we have actually got these Mutalisks coming now. They are bunched up heavily, so if a Storm does go off now, it would be devastating. I mean, I don't think he is. He's going to pull back. He's seen a lot of Phoenixes there. If we take a quick look, we've actually got only 8 Phoenixes against 30 Mutalisks, so not too massive. But obviously, if he does know that that Storm's out there, that Storm would do horrific damage with how clumped those Mutalisks were at the moment. And still more Mutalisks are coming out. There's still no any sign of what he's going to do with this +1 missile attack. So I have to admit, I'm bemused. It'll be interesting to see. A lot of Phoenixes coming in, and they will be able to do huge damage. That Queen is going to die, almost certainly. Or he's not actually going to go for the Queen. He's going to go for the drones, which is surprising. I'm surprised he didn't just lift up the Queen, because he can snipe the Queen and really damage the production here. The Mutalisks are on their way in, though. He did get quite a few drones, but again, that many Mutalisks just do horrific damage. Even the splashes, horrible. And +2 flyer attack is already down. Now, I did actually miss this. I do apologise. A fifth base for IMNesTea, down for IMNesTea down here. Everything's all nice and spread out. I mean, the other places he could look to expand is actually down here, because the more he spreads out against this very slow-moving Protoss army, the better it is, because with those Mutalisks, he's got complete map control, and there is the Roach Warren, so he is going to do his transition into Roaches, which, again, is quite nice. He's invested a lot in getting Storms out, and Storms aren't fantastic against Roaches due to their very high HP. +3 weapons is on its way now for LiquidHerO. Meanwhile, I've missed a bit of action here, but there's a big Storm off there. These Mutalisks are doing horrendous damage here. They have managed to take out quite a lot of stuff, and this is a beautiful Storm there. That was an absolutely lovely Storm, but a lot of probes are going to go down. IMNesTea is just going for it. I don't think he's lost too much. If we go to the loss tab, he's actually done a lot more damage to LiquidHerO than he's taken himself, but these Storms are huge. They're really starting to get those Mutalisks, though. A lot of Mutalisks have gone down. He's gone down to 16 from 30 he was at one point, so that is absolutely huge. But IMNesTea's got a massive supply lead at the moment, and to be honest, with this many units, pathogen glands are on their way, Hive's on its way. Everything is being set up really, really nicely for a good transition into Hive Check with Roaches. Roach Infestor would be very strong at the moment, just because the Infestors will completely shut down any blink play. If we go to the actual units tab, 97 drones for IMNesTea. So at some point, I'd actually imagine he will go for some crazy spine crawler play. He already has. He actually already has started mass building spine crawlers, and he still has 101 drones. So, I mean, IMNesTea's literally just rolling in money at the moment, and I'm not too sure about that engagement. That's a lot of stalkers. He's taking a lot of damage, but obviously the creep will delay any form of expansion for a long time. 10 more spine crawlers are coming down. I mean, these bases are so nicely defended against any form of ground army. He just won't be able to push up into them. So many spine crawlers. That's ridiculous. But still on 94 drones. So he's got so much drones. He's got so much money. I mean, his gas is low, so gas is always a limiting factor for Zerg players, but that's probably due to the 9 Infestors coming out now, so really Infestor heavy. I don't think he's got Burrow or anything, so there's no Burrow, so we're not going to see anything too fancy from that, but it wouldn't have really worked anyway because of these cannons out everywhere. Again, this could be a bad engagement depending on... No, he's not going to go for it, and I don't blame him. With the High Templar there, the Storms would have been amazing. But this is still a 5-base Zerg against a 3-base Protoss. And the 4th base only just coming out. There's some good Storms there, some beautiful force fields, maximising the damage the Storms are going to do. But I mean, LiquidHero's in a tough spot here. He's got no tier 3, and the Great Spire has actually just started now for IMNesTea. And, I mean, this isn't looking good. With no Colossi out, it's going to be quite difficult to deal with. I mean, there is some great upgrades. There's 3-1 upgrades, and the Fleet Beacon is on its way. So we're probably going to see the Mothership come out, or hopefully will. I mean, Motherships are always awesome, which will, again... So I missed a bit of this. We are going to be able to defend that for LiquidHero, which is good. But the Mutalisk are just going to hang out. He could probably do a bit of damage here. Getting a second Spire now for IMNesTea, so he's going to be going on those double upgrades for the Broodlords nice and quickly. And I mean, this army is actually starting to get quite sizable. So all while these units keep coming out, he's getting the Immortals. The Immortals are going to do huge damage to the Roaches. But +3 missile attack is on its way. So is Adrenal Glands for the Zerglings, and Adrenal Glands is actually a good upgrade, but for DPS gain it's better off getting the melee attack than the Adrenal Glands. So again, it's probably just so we can get the missile attack and upgrade the Zerglings at the same time. But this base could go down now. I don't think it will because the army's coming in, but the cannons are going to get taken down, which means it will be a bit weaker to Mutalisk harass, and all those Roaches are going to die pretty quickly. But we are getting quite a lot of Broodlords out now. I can hear them morphing, but I can't see them morphing, so I don't know if he's got them. No, he hasn't actually got them anywhere. There's quite a few Mutalisks. Ah, there's the Broodlords, being blind here. So, a good lot of Broodlords out, a whole load of Infestors, and just so many Spine Crawlers. +3 air attack now coming out, so those Mutalisks are getting extremely dangerous. A lot more Corruptors. The Mothership is about half done now for IMHero. Not IMHero, LiquidHero, sorry, for the little slip there. The Mutalisks are going to come in and try and do some damage. The 4th base is up and running now for LiquidHero. And that high ground advantage is going to just snipe out that Extractor, which actually is annoying, but with these Infestors coming in, they might get some really nice fungal growths off. The Broodlords are going to be doing some big damage to these Stalkers, basically completely free of charge. And, I mean, well, that is a lot of Spine Crawlers. Holy Spine Crawler. That base isn't going down anytime soon to a ground army. Still, though, we have got some Archons morphing in, a Warp Prism, so actually that could be a good play. If he warps in some units down here, he could take out that back base. The main base is completely mined out pretty much for Hero. The natural is very low, so that 5th base is going to be essential for IMNesTea. His main base is empty, his 2nd base is pretty much out. These Mutalisks are going to get picked off by these Stalkers, but really, Mutalisks in this stage of the game aren't going to be too effective. There's so many upgraded Stalkers, so many units that, I mean, he seems to almost be trying to throw away these Mutalisks just to build up supply, which I can't blame him for, but this is a scary army now. So LiquidHero's going to have a fun time dealing with this. I don't actually think he can. He's going to have some amazing storms, and if these do actually get caught out of position, it could be horrible, but that Observer is beautifully positioned for anything that goes on. So I'll be interested to see what IMNesTea is going to do, because Infestor Broodlord is scary. Really, really scary. And there's some good free hits coming out now. One of those Archons almost completely down already. The Roaches are moving in. That is absolutely beautiful feedbacks on the Infestors. And the Mothership is on its way down. We might see a Vortex come down. And actually, no, he got fungal growth off. And that fungal growth was brilliant. There's a lot of damage now being done. The Vortex is down, but I don't think he actually even managed to catch anything. So that was quite surprising. But he's chucking all the Archons in there. So anything that is in there for the Zerg player is now going to die. But wow, that is a lot of Broodlords. Those Broodlords are going to do huge damage, but obviously the cloak from the Mothership is helping. And that was a beautiful blink by LiquidHero there. So taking out those Broodlords nicely. The Mothership's cloak is being absolutely sensational. The fungal growth is down, but all of those Broodlords are getting cleaned up. And IMNesTea is not in a good spot now. He's, well, 50 fruits behind. He's just maxing up on Roaches. But the only saving grace LiquidHero has now are these Spine Crawlers. There are just so many of them. There with some good fungals that he is getting off now. He might be able to do something. Those blink forward, trying to snipe off some Infestors. There's a lot of Archons there. Again, another brilliant blink. There's 28 Roaches on their way out. So hoping that'll do some damage. They are all rallying in. If IMNesTea can hold this, it will put him in a strong position just due to the extra bases. Though having said that, LiquidHerO has got so many bases, and there has been a warp in behind, which I missed. There's a lot of zealots. The main base now for IMNesTea is going to completely go down. I don't think any Broodlords are going to manage to go in. There are some more Lings coming out. Those Archons are going to go down. All of the tech now is being taken out by LiquidHerO. This is brilliant play. That drop was fantastic. The Greatest Spire is still up at the moment, so that's only slightly advantageous. Yep, it is still definitely alive. Those Roaches are in trying to stop it. There's a lot more Roaches coming in, and it should protect the Greatest Spire. Now, obviously the Infestation Pit's down, the Spawning Pool's down, the Roach Warren's down, so currently IMNesTea is going to be able to get an army consisting of Broodlords. And an Ultralisk Cavern is on its way. So, again, that is a pretty neat tech switch, and could be quite effective because +3 air armor is on its way. There is such a sensational amount of units, but again, a 5th base, 6th base down now for LiquidHerO. The 6th base on its way now for IMNesTea. This base completely mined out. This one's looking pretty low. Hardly any minerals left at the natural, but he is getting an Ultralisk Den and a spawning pool at last. I mean, don't often get your spawning pool at 30 minutes into a game, but oh well. It was a lovely drop. I mean, that play by LiquidHerO is fantastic. He is coming down here. He is going to spot that expansion. All those drones are going to die, and that's, again, quite a big loss for IMNesTea, actually. He's got down to 60 drones from 100, so that expansion is without going to go down. Those Roaches aren't going to be able to stop it, and that's going to be a big loss for IMNesTea, who is now really behind in supply. That's a lot of Stalkers, 3-3-1 against 2-3 Roaches. The Stalkers will win that battle every day. But there's quite a lot of Broodlords out, some more Infestors. These Roaches are actually going to be going forward, so we'll wait and see. They're all going to get cleaned up. Maybe snipe 1 Archon, 2. No, didn't quite get 2, but that was, again, better than nothing. +2 shields are coming down for IMNhero now. And this base could be going down. The Mothership is in there, providing that cloak and the vision needed. Now, I don't think IMNesTea can actually do anything about this at all. He's got no mobile units at all. He's got 1 Corruptor bravely going to go and fight the Mothership. Probably not going to get too far though. And that Mothership is actually falling back. But obviously all of these Spine Crawlers are defending the front of the base and not the back. So this mineral line could get completely trashed. Nothing really going on here. Some drones coming in to try and take that base, which is a risky base to take, but he doesn't really have many other options at the moment. And this mineral line is going to be completely taken out, and that's quite a heavy loss for IMNesTea there. He is still mining from this expansion, but I believe he's down now to 1 expansion to mine out of, so that's quite big losses. Our Hydralisks have switched in. We've got Broodlords up here. Sorry for switching off that screen. I'm just taking a check to see if IMNesTea's actually got anything to try and come back from, because at the moment there's just a lot of mining bases, 4 mining bases up for LiquidHerO against what is 1 mining base at the moment for IMNesTea, and that many losses, I mean 1 mining base against 4 is never ever a position you want to be in as a Zerg player. But on the plus side for IMNesTea, he has actually got an awful lot of banged minerals, but it's the gas which is really causing him the problem. And there's been a Zealot drop in here, so those Zealots cleaned up that base as well. IMNesTea's really not looking good. He's got 3 hatcheries out at the moment. The top base was taken out as well during all this. LiquidHerO is in such a dominating position right now, and I have no idea what IMNesTea's going to do. He's got to do something, but this army really isn't up for taking this out. There's so many Archons. If you go to the Units tab, there's 19 Stalkers, 8 Archons, 7 High Templars, a Mothership, against 25 Roaches, 2 Infestors and 6 Broodlords, and 9 Hydralisks. So, I mean, there's such a supply difference. I mean, LiquidHerO is so far ahead in this game. I don't see this going down. I mean, IMNesTea's got an awful lot of Roaches out, so something could happen. I mean, it's all going to be about how that Mothership's used. If a good Vortex goes off, and there's good storms are there. Those storms are beautiful. That's doing huge damage. Those Broodlords are taking a lot of damage. There's not very many Corruptors in. I mean, that Mothership's still up, and that Cloak's amazing. 2 brilliant Vortex down. and all the units are going to funnel in, so things aren't looking great. There is a couple of Stalkers left out who are going to be able to clean up, possibly one more Infestor, maybe Sniper Broodlord, perhaps two. There's more coming in from there, and there's a lot of units in there. Those Broodlords are going down, and to be honest, IMNesTea has pretty much lost this now, I think. All the roaches are out, but I don't see how he's going to do this. He just doesn't have the income to be able to resupply after this. The mothership is amazingly still up, and there is the GG from IMNesTea. Wow, that was incredible play by LiquidHerO, considering how far ahead, in my opinion, IMNesTea was when he had those 5 mining bases to, I believe it was 3 of LiquidHerO. To be able to bring it back from that is incredible play. So I really enjoyed that game. I thought that was some absolutely fantastic play by LiquidHerO, showing you're never out until you've lost. And unfortunate for IMNesTea. And there is actually another IMNesTea game in this replay pack, so I'm probably going to cast that as well, because I'll be interested to see if it goes a similar way. But thanks for watching, click subscribe, share with any friends, and I hope you enjoyed.